Hello, I will be live streaming later where we're going to go through some of the more funny reactions, particularly from the womankind of people reacting in rather dramatic ways to the victory of Donald J. Trump, who is now our 47th president of the United States of America. But first, let's look at the leftist media because they just cannot. They cannot figure it out. They can't figure out why Trump won. And to them, it's because the country has gone far right. It's because we're just a bunch of bigoted misogynists or something. That's what it has to be. It's not because Democrats have zero platform whatsoever, opened up our wide border, are pro-crime, inflation, gas prices, grocery prices, the prices of homes, the job market, economy, everything, world peace, all of it. They can't figure it out, man. And until they do, they're never going to be able to sell another election ever again. So let's first go to The View. This is The View reacting.
Finally, we talk a lot about these different demographics and these assumptions of where they're going to go. Latinos in Texas, a district that's 97% Latino, went 75 percentage points for Donald Trump. Why?
Misogyny.
It's on the border.
It's
the border
misogyny.
crisis is on their doorstep. And they were begging people to care about it for years.
Misogyny
we need to
and
take
sexism.
some lessons.
That's what that was.
The lessons are not
Knock,
misogyny and
knock.
sexism.
Who's there? Oh my gosh, it's Whoopi.
I don't even know what that lady's name is, the dark-haired lady. She's the newer sort of Republican voice on the show. Literally just gave her a logical, commonsensical answer as to why people in border towns flipped red. And they just couldn't take it. They took that logic, that real, and they went straight back to crazy town. They said, nope, I'm going to crazy town, and that's where I'm going to live. The truth was right there. It made sense. And they didn't want it. It's clearly, no, you disagree with me. You didn't vote for my candidate. Clearly, there is something wrong with you. Now we're going to switch gears a little bit. Let's go to the actual mayor of Baltimore. I'm not going to show you his whole video. It's 2.5 minutes, actually almost 3 minutes. But I'll just show you the beginning part and then give you the gist of what he said. The mayor of Baltimore, people.
Clear that there will be a second Trump presidency. It is really on my heart this morning to say that as a man, but more importantly as a black man, that this country does not deserve black women or black people, but specifically black women. This morning I woke up and I just gave my wife a hug.
Do you think they ever think to themselves, maybe, just maybe, it actually doesn't have to have anything to do with race and sex? Maybe he just had better policies. Maybe people's lives were just better under Trump. Do they forget? We actually did indeed have 4 years of Donald Trump, and then we had 4 years without Donald Trump. Most people will say, my life was actually better under Donald Trump. So he actually goes on to say that this is an indication that the country has gone to a bad place. Again, not clicking that maybe Trump has better policies. He also goes on to say that the country was built on the backs of black women, and that's why he went to go hug his wife, basically to apologize to her for the country. Well, what about all of the women that did vote for Trump? Do they not matter? Does their voice not matter? Their opinion? Does it not matter? Or maybe it's because they were manipulated. That's what it is. Trump, according to the man in my next clip, Trump is really, really good at manipulating dumb people. So, fellow garbage, deplorable, dumb person, here's your next cope.
These are not the droids you're looking for. So I think Trump is a master at communication and manipulating people. I agree with you.
And you know what I find really interesting is whenever...
I agree with you. He is incredible at manipulating weak, dumb people.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
He's a master at manipulating
People.
especially people who are suffering, weak, or dumb. Yes.
Do you think maybe it's that attitude that turns people away? When you think that anyone who disagrees with you and the candidate that you want in office is dumb and stupid, do you think that maybe, just maybe, that turns people off from your party? They really need to work on their messaging. It's just not working. You can't insult people into agreeing with you. Okay, but now that we've looked through all of that, last but certainly not least, this video got deleted. This was Cardi B. Cardi B, who went out and endorsed Kamala Harris a year after complaining about how horrible the economy is under Kamala Harris's administration. So that was a shift. Anyway, she was out at Kamala Harris's last rally before the election, endorsed Kamala Harris, and then released a series of coping videos after, when she found out that Donald Trump won. This is one of what Cardi B said. Watch this. It was deleted.
This is why some of y'all states be getting hurricanes. That's all I'm going to say.
First of all, out of all of the things that I've seen celebrities say, out of all the horrible, horrible things that I have seen people say, the vile things that I have seen, that has got to be one of the absolute worst. The people that suffered all of this devastation in North Carolina, many of them are lower income. Many of them have lived there for generations. These are people that probably aren't even mostly political affiliated. These are people that just live and mind their own business. And some of these people have lost their entire families. So just to say that, I can't even imagine being that depraved of a human being to even think that that would be okay to say and then to actually post it. It has since been deleted. I would imagine someone on her team maybe reached out to her and was like, have you lost your ever-loving mind? Also, what not only was that just a horrible thing to say, it's actually extremely unintelligent, because one of the areas that was hit the most is Asheville, North Carolina, which is a heavy, heavy, heavy Democrat city. I actually thought about moving there, but it's so liberal. Asheville, even though it's in the middle of the mountains, it's actually starting to have a lot of the same problems, like the homelessness, the drug stuff like that. It's having a lot of the same problems as a lot of other liberal cities. So Asheville, one of the places that was hit the worst, is an overwhelmingly Democrat city. And North Carolina, just in general, is kind of more of a toss-up state. They've pretty much historically voted Democrat and Republican. So again, not only was that just a vile, absolutely vile and horrible thing to say, it wasn't even intelligent. So there's that. There's some of these lovely, lovely reactions by the lovely, tolerant, working class loving Democrats. Aren't they lovely? Anyway, I'll see you later. We'll have some more fun reactions from just regular people melting down. Isn't that fun?